Hello everybody, my name is Namita Devi and I welcome you again to my Excel Club. In today's video, I'll show you how you can look up values across multiple worksheets. Now depending on the complexity of the data, you might want to use VLOOKUP or index and match. If you want to understand more about VLOOKUP and index and match, I have separate videos on these functions and the link can be found in the description. Let's go for today's video to understand how we can look up the values across multiple worksheets. What we will do here is, we will get the sales amount of each store based on the product that we select from here. So here I have stores in different sheets, and each sheet we have store details wherein we have products data and the sales corresponding to each product. Now let's see how we can do it. So we will solve this problem with our favorite Excel function VLOOKUP. Let's solve it for just one tab store A, and then we will do it for rest of them. Let's assume that I have only one tab here. So what would be my formula for that? Equal to VLOOKUP, and then it is asking me about the lookup value. So here I know that I am looking for store A, so this is not my argument. My argument here, my lookup value here is product. So I will use this cell reference and we are going to pull this formula down, so we have to fix it. You can use shortcut key F4 from your keyboard to fix it, or you can manually write the $sign in front of your column and row number, comma. The second argument is the table array. So for table array, we are looking for store A, so go to store A, select your table, the entire columns, and then this is also fixed. Let's fix it by using F4 from your keyboard, comma. It is asking the column index number, so we are solving for the sale amount of each product. So my sale is sitting in the second column of this table, so I'm writing here 2, comma. Most of the times we go for the exact match. If it is for approximate match, write true or 1. I'm going for the exact match, so I'm writing 0 or false here. Close your bracket and then press enter. It is returning me a value of 4536 for product A. Let's see if it is correct. Store A, product A is 4536. Let's change the product to product E. It is giving me 3467. So product E is 3467. So my formula is correct here. Now we will pull this formula down, and then we can see the value is same because it is referring to the store A sheet only. And now what we will do is, we will make this formula dynamic and we will do a little change in the formula. We are going to use a new function here which is known as indirect function. So what this function does? This function uses the text that you give it as the address where it should go. For example, if I am writing here equal to indirect, and then here I am writing A2. So A2 is in the double quotation marks. So in Excel we write the text in double quotes. So here indirect function, like I said, it converts the text into the address. So it will convert A2 to the address. And what is A2? A2 is products. The value inside A2 is products. So I'm pressing enter and it will return me product. It is returning me the value which is sitting in A2 cell. So this is the use of indirect function, and we are going to use it here. Now in our formula, this indirect function will help us to make store A address dynamic. So here is a bonus tip for you from my end. To put the indirect function inside any of the formula, first write the basic formula, see how it looks, and then it will be easier for you to put the indirect function. Now where do we need indirect function here? We need where our cell references are changing. So this is the part which is changing, store A, B or C. Now one more thing to notice, you have got this single quotation marks for the sheet name because we have spaces in the sheet name. If you don't have spaces, you won't get it. Let me delete the space from store A and watch out this formula, your single quotation marks has gone away. We are going to make this formula dynamic with the quotation marks, because at the end it will solve for you with space or without space. So I am writing indirect here, bracket open and close till here. If you remember the syntax of indirect, whatever is inside these brackets, it is treating it as text. So we have to close it in double quotation marks and then press enter. So this formula is working fine for store A. But we want to do store A dynamic. We are going to make it a cell reference. So let me copy whatever I have here to make it dynamic. So let me copy it somewhere right here. Now I have three parts. One is the text which is before store A itself, and the text after store A. So there are three texts that we have, and instead of store A, I am going to use the cell reference. So how we will going to write is, I am deleting these double quotation marks from here. Now this single quotation mark is a text for me. I am closing it in double quotes, ampersand, and instead of store A, we will choose this cell reference, again ampersand, and the rest of the text is still a text for me, so I am closing it in double quotation marks and then press enter. It is giving me the same result. So my formula is working for the indirect function, and then let's pull it down and it is giving me different values. Let's check it out if it is correct. For store B, product E, store B, product E, it is giving me 4567, 4567. Store C, product E, it is 6034. Now what if I have some product, let's say product H, which is not available in store B and store C? It will give me #NA error. So how you can, it don't look good in the data when you have #NA errors in your reports. So how you can overcome it? You can use one more formula, if error, with the VLOOKUP, to avoid the errors in the VLOOKUP, or to change this #NA to have some other text instead of #NA. So we are going to write here, if error, bracket open, and then comma, and we are going to write here not available. So instead of #NA, it will show you not available. So with only VLOOKUP, if you drag it here, it will show you #NA, and if you will use if error with VLOOKUP, then instead of #NA, it will show you not available. So we have used three formulas here: VLOOKUP, indirect, and if error. Now before wrapping it up, let's check out one last thing. What if I do not have spaces in store A, store B, or store C? Will it give me the same result? So I'm going to data, and for store A, B, and C, I'm removing the spaces from here. So it is working pretty fine for me, and it is giving me all the values. I hope that this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing if you like this video. Take care and happy learning.